selling options to make passive income here. So we'll go over entries and stop losses and what I think on how to do this here. So when we did credit spreads today, I did actually on all three.
How's it going,
I did
Orb
SPY, QQQ, and IWM. All three made me money, and you can go to the Discord here, and I'll post it in day trade alerts here. I started off the day right here at 9:58.
Check out Maul here real quick. We got a low K value.
For IWM.
I mean, this is probably extremely low.
So basically, that means when I say bull puts, I'm selling puts because I think the market is going to go up. So I'm going to sell those puts to a buyer, thinking the market's going to go down. So 9:58. Let's go to IWM, and you can see why did I think that was bullish, right? 9:58 was right here on this candle here. Now, just a little tidbit. I'll go over the 15-minute strategy. What you want to do when you're selling credit spreads, it is best if you get your signal as fast as you can, because the earlier you sell these things, the more out of the money you can go through the day. So, for example, if I sell a credit spread at 10 o'clock, I can go farther out of the money compared to a credit spread at 1
we're going to do more things than just credit spreads today. I think not trading is trading. If you have the discipline not to do a credit spread today, that is good. Hold on, let me go different.
That's really what you're looking for. So with the 50-minute strat, I'll keep going over this. If you're new to the channel, all you have to do is go over the first 15-minute candle. This is using Webull. You can use TradingView. It doesn't matter. Make sure your time frame over here is on 15 minutes. Put a horizontal line at the bottom.
Here, breakfast. I'm looking into Maul. I'm going to add into this one. Hit that lower ATR forward. Did that last time here and kept going out throughout the day. So we'll see.
So basically,
but a K of 0.72 is something I can't deny. That's pretty low.
Because you can never have consistency buying options. You can never say, I want to make $100 today. You don't know that. You don't even know how close you're going to come to that. More often than not, you're going to lose. Whereas this strategy, I can say, I'm going to make $100 today. I know for sure I'm going to. Or I shouldn't say that, but I'm going to know my results. Like, it's either I lose or I win. If I win, it's always $100, is what I'm saying. So for this trade here, I took the IWM. What you're looking at is a vertical. Remember, you're going to always sell. If the easiest way to know if you're a seller, it should say credit. If it ever says debit, you're a buyer right here. So you'll get a credit. So this was
all right, all the EMAs are bearish
here because I did sell it at 1. I'll show you guys what I show, but this is a screenshot of exactly what I do.
Everything looks bearish here.
Here's the 15-minute chart that was confirming the trend before it went up. I confirmed that the trend is going up, and so the chart went up and up and up. So I got filled at 5 cents, and I add more at 7. So here's what happened here. So I got filled here at 5 cents, and I had an order in to fill more at 7 if it happened. But if you go here at options, it's going to all be the same concept for every platform. Make sure you go to vertical. Make sure this is on auto because we're going to go one with. And obviously, since this, you're going to look for 0D. But there is nothing in here to look at because this day's over. Everything in the out of the money expired worthless. If it's in the money, then in the money here, then it has intrinsic value. So let's just, for example purposes, look at this 1D.
Good morning, Mr. Mr. Mbets.
You can see right in here.
All right, so yeah, for the futures trade,
somewhere in this
it's just a kind of a big stop loss if we take it down here.
I did right on the
so I'm trying to see, can we get more of a move up? It doesn't have to always go up here, though. That's the thing, like.
The mid, which is 5 cents. So
there's kind of where our stop is.
Get either 5 or 6 cents.
If we can get, I mean, that's a 0.40 move up. It's not too big. I'm thinking of scaling it. Ideally, I want to get this to this lower band. That's ideally where I want it. And then now you have a super tight stop loss right here, a 0.20%. And what we can do is we can do our risk management tool.
You can just switch
and we can look at, okay, well, if we get it down up in there, our short position is right here.
So obviously 15
our stop loss is here. If we want a 2-to-1 R&R,
so we are selling bull puts.
You're looking at a target right here.
Give you the screenshot.
So that's a great one. I think you need to always have a 2-to-1. So every trade you lose, one win should take away 2 losses.
I knew
so there's our risk versus reward.
But let's get rid of these two lines here. So
risk ratio is 1.82.
So that was an awesome trade, right? It was easy. It was no stress. We know theta 1.
So somewhere in this region is you would take that.
Trend.
So but if we take it down here, you can see how
it can go to consolidation or not. And this is the beauty thing about credit spreads. So if you look at the Discord, I sold the 219 220. Which is right here. Price was 222 at the time.
So that's kind of what I'm seeing here.
All the way down to 220,
push this aside a little.
All the way down to here.
I want to see if we can get to this
219
band.
in this area for me to start feeling a loss, right? It would have.
Oh, my bad. That was my YouTube channel. I forgot I had my YouTube channel on. My bad. I'll turn my mic on. My bad. No, I had a YouTube video on. My bad. Thanks for letting me know. That was my actual credit spread tutorial. Alright, so forget everything I said here. We're coming up into a short here. Holy crap. Yeah, this is the chance to short this. I'm gonna add some micros. Holy crap. That's a good one. Where are we at with the EMAs? EMA 5, I'm going to take some shorts on the EMA 5. Man, I'm tempted to do. Keep in mind, guys, we got 130 news for. I'm going to take a short right here. We might not hit that 5. This was kind of a drastic move up. I feel comfortable doing a couple. This is not as volatile as it used to be. Keep that in mind. So I'm going to do a short here, close to this 5. If it goes inside, I'm totally fine with that. I'll add some more. So I'm going to get it. I'm in a short here. Because remember, price doesn't have to all the time go back inside of orb. All right. You know, if we don't take advantage sometimes of this EMA 5, it could touch that and drop down. Price don't have to come back inside of orb. All right, my bad for the double audio, guys. I fixed it. My bad. Yeah, refresh the stream if you're still hearing it. I hear it's. All right, it's all good though. I need to put my headset on sometimes so I can hear that. So I'm in on the EMA 5. I'm going to add some more inside of the orb at the EMA 10. I think this is a great risk versus reward. You're looking at very little. Keep in mind, I'm going to try to get up to a mini on this one because I feel pretty confident on this setup. I feel really confident. Here we go. Here's this lower orb. That's that touch. There's the EMA 5. We'll see what it does here. Keep in mind, credit spreads, no credit spreads today because there is news at 130. A lot of the times when you got news at 130, price can do double, triple orbs. All right, there's the entry here. Let me post this. There's the entry for sure. If anyone didn't get in it, I mean, you're not really following the system. That's for sure the entry. Lower band touched. 40. Yes. We'll add more micros on the EMA 10 on the 15 minute. And that's kind of inside the orb too. So I feel comfortable if it goes to the EMA 10. I feel really comfortable. My stop loss is actually going to be the EMA 50. Might as well give it a little bit more wiggle room. I feel so confident you guys are going to make a lot of money on this short. This looks amazing. Holy crap, this looks amazing. This is a textbook example. I'd take this shot all day. This is a pretty good one. I'm in 3 micros here. I'm going to do another 3. I'm using my personal broker this time. And I'm going to do another 3 on the 10 for a total of 6 micros. Yeah, this looks good. Anybody in a credit spread right now? I'm just curious. If you're in a credit spread, make sure you get out early. Don't wait. Don't hold this till 1:30. To me, it's not worth it. I really wish I took that credit spread yesterday at 1. I really wish. I should have just did it. 1 o'clock, maybe that's not too late. That was another 3 hours of time decay I had. I should have taken that. It was a clean trade. I would have had no drawdown yesterday on it. Alright, we'll see what this short does here. Looks pretty clean. We got a fresh... I want to kind of hold this one for quite some time, too. These are the days you want to trade futures because of the volatility now is going to increase. Alright, we'll see what it does. Testing that lower orb. Coming inside of orb is totally fine. It doesn't have to come inside of orb. Not all the time does it do that. A lot of times it touches this and drops. There it is. There it is. Now, your targets is always 2-to-1 R&R. So let's take a short position here. Let's see kind of where we're going to get that 2-to-1 R&R. I'm going to do the EMA 50 for a stop. Kind of... Yeah, your target really is... If we break this low of day, and you're kind of looking like down here. That's a pretty good... That's pretty good. So I kind of want to see a break of low of day and coming into the 528. I think that's possible, and that kind of correlates with, well, we do have big support here at 529. That's the pre-market low. That's probably where you'll have price come and retest. Could act as support, so I might watch that level too for scaling out. But I'm trying to work on getting my 2-to-1 R&R. If I can focus on that, that'd be a lot better. And then also, if I fail on this trade, I'm not going to trade it again. I'm trying to focus on single orbs only. If this decides to go up and do a double orb, I'm not going to mess with chop anymore. All right. If this futures does a double orb, I'm not taking another shot. I'm going to do 1 trade a day, just like with credit spreads, and that's it. Because I got wrecked on that triple orb last Friday on futures, and I just kept over trading it. I should have taken 1 trade a day. And I would have actually made lots of money if I stopped with just 1 trade. Yeah, we're coming down here. I think we can come down into this 2-to-1 R&R. I don't see how we can. I think this is a great one. I put my stop loss a little higher than the middle orb. So that means my take profit has to be a little farther down. That is a beautiful short. That's a textbook example short there. Let's see what the premium chat. We'll see how this does. See the 1 minute? The 1 minute we're kind of forming into a downtrend on the EMA 50. Hit the EMA 50 and shot down. Let's move this over so we can see a better representation of the chart. Yeah, I'm just looking for a break of structure here. I'm going to draw a line here, which is the low of day. If we get a break of structure at that low of the day, it's off to the races to the downside. Man, this is so clean price action. This is literally what I love to see, is a big break of structure, retest of lower orb. It's almost like, dang. Maybe I need to go bigger sizes on these after seeing this move down. I'm in 3 micros. Yeah, once I get more confident, I'll do bigger size maybe. How's it going, Steve? You in some ES shorts here? First target is this lower horizontal line. That's my first target. We'll see if I get it. No. Hey, don't touch that. Don't touch that. Alrighty. Hey, stop that. Stop that. Alright, here it goes, guys. So we're testing these. We'll probably come into this pre-market. We got 2 pre-market lows. You guys want, depends on your contract size. If you have a lot of contracts, you can look to scale out some here. This is a pretty good gain. This is actually a pretty good gain if you want to take it. Not a bad drop there so far. On Hawk, so what you can do is you can put your chart. I used my NinjaTrader on the phone, and what it is literally a sell market, buy market, and that's all you do. Like maybe right in here where it says buy and sell, you could try that. But you should be able to have that where it's not looking like that. But I'll show you. Let me see if I can find my one prop from. Let me see. It's okay, Pierre. I don't know how you got it to look like that. It's okay, Pierre. Alright, so that's TradeAway, right? Yeah. Yeah, you should have it where it looks like this. When you're coming into the chart, it should have. This is my TradeAway one. I failed this one on the triple orb day. I didn't feel like doing another prop. I'm just going to stick to personals. But when you do this, you should have it like this where you hit buy and sell. You see right here on the top, you can switch tabs. If you want to add a chart, you go to the new tab. And let's just say you add MES. And then you put MES5, M5, which is the top one. So you hit it. And then you hit this. It takes you to this screen here. You can find this top right arrow here to take you to the current thing. Right now it's at bars. You don't want bars. You can change it to bars from here to go to candlesticks. Same thing. You just type right here on new tab to open up a tab. Type whatever symbol you want. I recommend sticking with MES, which is micros. And this is going to match exactly what SPY is doing. You see this big candle down, a little move up, coming back up. Same thing. Big move down, little move up, come back down. That's why I use the Weeble chart. Weeble chart's so much cleaner than this disgusting chart. I don't like this chart. Weeble, I have everything. Don't touch. He's about to turn my power button off. All right. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to take time to get used to if you've never done futures. I personally just think all you need is this buy and sell. When you hit that buy and sell, it'll tell you your position. When you're gaining money, right here is your position size. It'll tell you even on the chart where that average is. Get rid of tabs. I think you're on this thing. No, that's trading. Are you on this thing? I don't know how you got to that screen, to be honest. Add modules. I don't know how you got to that screen. Micro. I don't know how you got that one. If I tried to dig some around, I probably can get to that, but maybe you did this. I don't know. I like it this, though. Buy market, sell market. You can even click on the chart, too, if you want to sell or buy. Like, let's say your orb is, like, right here, that lower orb. You can just hit it there. I personally just hit sell or buy or market or sell market right when price gets close to it. So I had this. You can have this on another monitor, or you can use NinjaTrader and use your own personal broker. I personally recommend that. There's less stress in making money because you don't have to make $3,000 on a 50K account. So you're more likely to go bigger size on prop firms. And that's really is what's wrecking me. Whereas my own account, I go smaller size. And I feel a lot more safer. And then when you make money, you know, you could take it out the next day. So it's kind of nice. Here, just stop. Yeah, don't go big size. You don't have to go big size once you're, you know, learning this strategy. But I'm only taking one loss a day. If this trade does not work, I'm done. I'm done with futures for today. I'm not going to fight that. Every time I overtrade futures, I get wrecked. It's either it does a double orb, triple orb, and I get so confident, but I'm like, yeah, triple orbs only happen 10% of the time, but they happen when you least expect it. You don't want to blow so much money on triple orbs. But yeah, if this does a double orb, then it stops me out at the middle orb. It comes back to the upper orb, and it can come back down to the lower orb. And usually double orb just means it's choppy. I'm just looking for a single orb type of day. Think of swimming as expensive. I only have experience with NinjaTrader. There's a lot of people that use Webull. Webull is actually really good too. Steve showed me that platform. It's really nice. You can hook it up. Actually, you can hook up Ninja to TradingView too. So you can hook up your brokers to TradingView if you want to use their charting, but like I said, for me, I just use the NinjaTrader app. If you look right here, NinjaTrader, they have their own app. See? That's their app. So you just click on that, and you can literally just buy market, sell market right when price comes here. So you just type in MES, and it'll tell you on your app how much you're gaining, how much you're losing, how much micros you have. And if you want to exit your whole position, it's a click of a button. You can even go into your risk settings and be like, this is the max I want to lose too. So I can go on NinjaTrader and be like, hey, I don't want to lose anything more than $200. If I lose $200, it shuts my whole account off and I can't trade till tomorrow. Here, would you stop? Man, you guys are lucky. Do not trade with kids. It's hard to trade with them. Alright, so yeah, we're coming back into this. There's no reason to scale in. The only time I'm going to scale in more is in between this middle orb, maybe. I think this is just going to retest that EMA 5 and make a new low. I really want to see this break. I want to see this new low break. If I had a lot of contracts, I would have taken some out right here. I would have. But I only have 3 micros so far, so I'll add 3 more here. And keep in mind for my thing, 150. It's about $100. So you really don't need a lot of money into futures. They give you a lot of leverage. So MES is about $100.
Yeah, I guess I should have took some off right there. We'll see. I was really confident we're going to test that low. So this is coming back in if you guys wanted to take a re-entry. If you never got in, it's doing that for you. There it is. Re-entry to that EMA 10. I want to see if we get it. There it is. EMA 10 coming on up. I want to see if I can get closer to the 20 for an ad. Because I'm close to here anyways. I bought some here. So my average is like right in here. I want to see if I can get some in here. But I wouldn't be surprised if this does a double orb, because we got Forex Factory saying Fed Chair Powell speaks at 1:30. A lot of times this can be like a choppy day too. I'm hoping it's not. Okay. Maybe I need to work on when I see good profit. Can't tell who's crying. It's a show or not. All right, I'm going to add some more coming up right in here. That's the halfway mark of the 20. That's a good spot. I'm just going to do another micro there for a total of 4. All right, so that's coming into that 20 near the middle band. Yeah, I'm working on maybe, you know, once you're up some a good bit, like this candle here. There's that retest here. Nice little drop there. That's kind of what I wanted to see. A EMA 20 rejection. My stop loss is just above the 50. We have a kind of a downtrend on the 50 starting at 845. I kind of like that. Pick up another micro there. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. 529 to 532. We'll see what it does. I think we can come back. I think we can test this lower line here. Yeah, I should have taken some off here. Break even where my thing is. If it comes back up, then I could just re-add. That's what's the hard thing about futures. I guess I could have only taken 1 micro here. Put a stop loss of 2 micros up in here where my rest of them are. It hits my break even, comes back up. Then I can get more micros here and have a better average. That's all hindsight trading, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Because you kind of want to protect your gains. You come down here, if you don't take any profit and it comes back up, it's kind of annoying. Even though this is clearly a downtrend. What is Mon doing? I think this one can get up 100% gain. Pre-market one day. It's at 0.72 KDJ. 0.75 yesterday. The chart's like a... I gotta focus on this one. Pierre, please go, Pierre. Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in the credit spreads this month. Barely any trades. Good Friday we have Good Friday coming up. We had the FOMC last Wednesday. We have Jay Powell speaking this day. We had a bunch of high VIX tariffs all the first 2 weeks of April. There was literally no credit spreads to trade, like most of April. It actually really pisses me off because it's my favorite strategy. It's where I make my most money, where I don't have to worry about, oh, I didn't take profit here. I hold them till expiration. I got theta working for me. Whereas futures, you got to be on your A game and watching this all the time. Credit spreads is so much more relaxed. Yeah, the losses is rather big, but you got to admit, the credit spreads is... I'm so glad I researched them. And in my opinion, they are the best strategy. Here, I cannot trade with you. I cannot do futures with you right now. I gotta focus. Yeah, so right in here is that pre-market low.
I got a little greedy. I wanted the low of the low. Yeah, we'll see. Was there a Nvidia dip at 105? I can't believe, I wish I was in some of these, bigger cap companies. I'm in crappy TTD that doesn't know what it's doing. It's consolidating forever. Yeah, I can't wait till I get out of, I'm telling you guys, once I get out of my bigger cap stocks, I'm going full in credit spreads on swing trading too. Yep, I'm going credit spreads for swing trades. I'm going to do weekly expirations, use a small balance, $2,000 max, and I'm going to look to target 50% gains, higher premium. Same thing for my 0DT. 0DT, make money every day. Then I also have my credit spreads. Because honestly, trading in 3 directions is really nice. It's really nice. We can look at SPY here, and you can kind of see, well, if I was going to do a swing trade, I would have to see SPY coming back up to this 20. Right, here's resistance, big resistance all in here. Usually you want to get these when they first touch them a couple of times. So if you look at a stock and so, like if you look at Nvidia, let's say Nvidia, when it gets really close to that 50, that was a great opportunity to do a bear call. And even if it goes from 20 to 50, ideally we would have taken at the 20. I know we would have. It goes up a little, that's fine. Comes all the way back down, and you profit on this candle alone. And you have theta working, so even though you don't time the entry perfect, you get pretty good on that. Okay, hold up, my mom's calling. Let me see what she wants. Watch that. I'm gonna watch that here. If we break a low of the day, I'm taking that futures gain. Let's see what my mom wants. Nobody's here, Pierce. Hey, I missed your call. Where at? No, you don't see us. Like if you don't want to see it, move. Stop being needy. Here, talk to me. We need to have a conversation. Yeah, we can do lunch. We can do lunch, it's fine. How was your day? You guys got any plans or just pickleball still? Pickleball and then dealing with the kids, right? Alright, well just call me when you're near lunchtime then. Probably 12-ish to 1-ish. Alrighty. Alright. Alrighty. Holy cow, it's hard to trade with this kid. He's more of a credit spread kid. Get in, hit your stop, put your stop loss in, and then go on with your day. He is not a futures kid. Trading with futures with him is super hard. Alright, this still looks really good for a short. This looks really amazing. I really think we're going to have a big rejection here soon. I just feel it. This is just testing the patience. And this is why I don't do options ever. Because if I did an option, I'd be freaking out on the theta and be like, hurry up, make a decision. Whereas futures, it can make a decision when it wants, you know. Whenever it wants to make a decision, I'm fine. As long as it goes down eventually. I wonder if it wants... I wonder, how many micros do you have, Coco, on this trade? I don't think you need more than 5 micros a trade. Honestly, yeah, that's pretty good. I have 4. You don't need much micros doing this. Some people like to do minis. That's good. Yeah, well, if you see that the EMA 50 is right here, you might as well just use that as your stop loss. Because it's going to suck if it hits it and then it drops down. So you might as well risk just a little more to see if that resists. If that resists, that's a good opportunity here. That'll resist. Now, where it's going to suck is if it goes to the upper orb and then shoots down, because I can't take that big of a loss. From here to here is just too big. I need to tighten this up near here, just above the 50. We'll see. Yeah, Chinese companies really wrecked me too. I don't blame. Don't play Chinese companies. All right, here we go. We're coming back into that lower orb. We'll see if we break it. I'm sticking with my target, 529 for now. I want to see a break of that and head lower. But then again, SPY is down 1%. Maybe there's not as much meat on the bones. You know, 1%. You know, that's pretty. You know, that's a pretty big move down already. So, yeah, down here, this is not bad. You can see that double bottom. Definitely should scale out down here. Okay, while that's going, we got Mall. Mall's not really doing anything. I think I'm going to add this end of day. I really see this pumping up big pre-market. We're coming into that magic 8 to 9 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 days with a K value of 0.77. Yeah, this could pump up easily 50 to 80%. I would not doubt this setup here. Recent RS, a lot of them pump up big after them. The next one is Tilray, but it's just not big gains there. Now that we're seeing it go down a little bit, if I can get close to that 44-cent mark, Tilray is really good. This is 6 days from the 5, but as you can see, the 5 has only like... This is more of your safer stock. It doesn't move fast, but... I mean, to the 10, you can make a nice 10%, and that's really all we're trying to get. We're not trying to make massive money. FMTO, I was waiting on this one. This is your riskier stock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6 days. I'm going to wait for one more day. I'm going to see if I can get this on Friday, or not Friday, Thursday, for that 7-day magic number. Maln is the best, even though it's a crappy company. It is the best so far. Oh my gosh. Why, do something already. Yeah, I might just take it at the lows here. I'm going to take off 2 contracts at the low, put the 2 contracts break even, and see if I can ride the rest. So that's my goal. 2 contracts if it goes to the low. I hate this. It's just not doing much. It's just kind of staying still. And that's why I just don't buy options there. I will not buy options, because that is just nerve-wracking. Theta just eating your premium up. That would suck. Yeah, so we're just kind of being patient on SPY. Not much to do here. It's coming back to the 20. You can make good money though. 4 micros, it's pretty good size. Gives me a nice scale out. I would have, right? Should have scaled out 2 here, left 1 to trail and stop. This was a pretty nice, significant drop. And honestly, that really was. I should have taken that. Seeing this structure here, I was really thinking it could go there. Yeah, it's just... It might touch that 50. I'm not going to get stopped out until I see it break above it. Yeah, this is why I'm not doing credit spreads because, yeah, I agree with you on that. The sentiment is waiting on Powell. Today could be very boring till Powell. Nobody wants to trade if they don't know what's going to happen, right? So that's really what it is. I was thinking we can get more of a down move than that. Man. We'll see. And maybe that's another thing. Maybe maybe trade these support zones on Powell days. You see support here, trade it to the opposite side. That would have been a beautiful game there. And then if it breaks this low, that's your stop loss. So you have a very good risk versus reward. Breaks the low of the day, you stop out. Very tight. Man, I always lose. I don't know why, but I always lose when I'm holding my baby here. He's like the worst for futures. I win when I'm doing credit spreads, but not for futures. It's like he's the biggest distraction. I really hope I don't lose on this one. Because I need to start taking my gains here. Even though it's not a lot of micros, I could have taken out 2 micros here and hold 1 break even. I need to start doing that. I don't know why I don't do that. I get greedy. Literally, I wanted just a little more profit here. Just from here to here was a 0.12% drop. And now I'm risking profit I should have made. When I was up massive, that was good. That was almost a 2-to-1 R&R I made. Man, just because I got greedy. Alright, still good. It's still not a bad trade. It's still up here. It's just irritating because I could have made money. Had the perfect breakout trade. Comes back up, comes back down. And now I have to stop it, Pierre. Gosh, I can't trade with him. Alrighty. Might be a loss here. I'm watching the 50. Yeah, he's just bad luck for futures. So we're touching the 50. Unless we break out of the 50, I'm not taking the loss yet. It has to break out of the 50. Yeah, I would. Yeah, lesson learned. I'm making a new video. When you're up profit on a significant amount, break even on the rest of your trades. I don't like dealing with this stress where you're up a good bit and then you don't take the profit. Man, literally just a little left and I missed it. Man, market's hit. Still a good trade. Still valid for a short. Just not as good as entry now. It's got to come all the way back down below this orb. Maybe I shouldn't do futures on big news days anyways. Because a lot of it is anticipation for the news. So it's probably just going to be choppy anyways. Because think about it. When I dedicate my time to futures is when I'm not doing credit spreads. credit spreads are in high news. I don't do credit spreads in high news events. So then I dedicate my time on futures on high news events for more volatility when they ended up just being a choppy environment. Because the anticipation for the news. We don't know what's going to happen, so it's going to go up, down, sideways, up, down, sideways. So maybe something I need to consider too for futures is they're probably going to be choppy environments. Probably shouldn't trade them anyways on futures too. We had a clean price action over here, you know, and you know we broke orb right here. You didn't take the gain, you missed out, you know. You know, even if it's a little gain, it's good to take it. If you didn't take the gain, you missed out, comes back up, but at least it came back down at the end of the day. So, I mean, name of the game is if you're not doing credit spreads, you need to take the gain on futures fast. I feel like it's more of a freaking adrenaline rush. You gotta just take it fast. All right, we'll see if that holds. If this don't hold, then we're going into the upper orb. We'll probably do a situation where we go, boop, double orb. We'll see. I'm going to get rid of this line. I'm going to target this low of the day. I'm going to see if you can retest the low, and I'm out. I'm out at the low of the day. I don't mind. Honestly, I don't mind taking the short. That was a beautiful short trade. It was a win in my book. It's just I didn't... That was user error, not taking the profit. I mean, a retest of this low orb to retest back down to the low of this big candle, that was user error. Like, come on. I feel like an idiot not taking that now. That I just feel stupid now. That was a nice, pretty gain. That was a good gain. Retest lower orb, comes back down to the low of this candle here. That was a pretty nice gain. It's just when you don't have as much micros, you feel a little greedier. Please, Pierre, go play. Maybe it's because I have Pierre. My mind's not all there. Because I took the gain on this one. And even though this one was not a big gain, this was after hours or lunchtime. I didn't have Pierre at the time, so... It's easier to trade when you're not dealing with a crying baby all the time. So that could be the issue too. My mind's just all whacked out right now. Alright, yeah, we'll see. If it breaks that 50 to a T, the algos hit the 50. It got shorted down. If we come back to this low here, I'll probably just exit 3 micros and hold 1 till the rest of the day. Alright. Didn't expect that kind of a move up here. This was a pretty drastic move up to the top here. Alright, well, that's taking its good old time. Let's look at some stocks that I saved. Oh yeah, this is Pony. That's that Chinese stock. Yeah, I remember this one. This is why I don't trade these crap stocks. It's like Bond. It's just an endless, bottomless pit on them. Yeah, you got a little bounce here. Wasn't that big of a bounce. From 6 to 681. They're bottomless pits. Get rid of Sauna. DMN. It didn't touch the 5 yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So freaking low value. I feel like if you're trading a sub 10-cent stock, you're pretty much gambling at that point. You might as well just hope, you know, if you lose it all, you lose it all. This one I like is this one pattern. TTD's not down that much. It's doing decent, I guess. Alright, it's looking decent. If we break this lower orb, back down to here, this might be the... This was probably the best shorting opportunity here on that 50. Too bad I didn't get shorts there. Yeah, I think I'll be fine. Rule of thumb, though, I'm taking my gains. The minute I start to see a significant amount, I'm taking them. Yeah, that's true. Once the news hits, it could go down pretty bad or it go up pretty big. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to be into that, but maybe I have less size. But yeah, once that news hits, it's going to go big one way or other. So we got him speaking at 1:30. So get ready for a wild ride. Is Fed chair the Powell's gonna save this market or not? He didn't seem too confident last time, did he? I really think it's gonna go down a lot. I hate it, but I just feel like it. I don't know why. We got the single orb. Do we do a double orb? We need a double orb. That will make me a little more confident if I see a double orb. Then I would think if we get a double orb up here, we'll probably shoot up. I don't like betting against a double orb. That's hard to do. Triple happens here and there, but not often. Alright. Everyone's still in their ES shorts here. Freaking nerve-wracking. Yeah, this is why you don't buy options, though. You would be toast just by the theta. Just holding an option this long. Had to change my underwear. What happened, Julian? What did you do? Yeah, while I'm waiting for that... Oh, stress? Yes. It'll get to you. And this is why I think credit spreads are a little chiller, more peaceful. Because this actually helps us. This little consolidation pattern of just doing nothing now, it's actually helping us. Whereas futures, they don't help us. I do market. Yeah, I just do market orders. Because it's sometimes when I do a limit, I don't like for example right in here, you would have missed it if you did it right here on that orb. You wouldn't have got filled. You would have barely missed it. And so I'd rather get in early, and then like I say, if you didn't get in early here, you missed all this gain here. It went from all the way down here. This was a pretty good trade. I just got greedy. I saw the low of the low, and I try to get the 529 lows. I don't like how it's touching that 5 and popping up. I don't like that. Yeah, we'll see though. Alright, let's go. Let's make some type of movement here. This is kind of a fresh EMA 50. I just don't feel like we're going to reverse without some longer time frame on that 50. No, it didn't get stopped out yet. Is that HXXX going up? I hope it is for you guys. Is it going up big? There, holy crap. Look at this, guys. Not too shabby. 35% gain. Honestly, if you're down on this one, I would look to break even or take minor loss. EMA 50 touching, rejection. I would be very careful right here. I would just get out if you could. There we go. Taking longer than usual, but I think we can get something going here. But it could be boring till 1:30, so we'll see. TTD. If this can go up to the $60 mark, that would be really good. I could sell some nice covered calls if this goes up to $60. Yeah, if this can go to $60. Right now, I'm selling it's the May 17th, which is, or May 16th of May. That's 23 days out from now. I sold the 72.5, this strike right here. I sold it for $1.02. It's at 24 cents on the ask. So that one's going to expire worthless. There's no way it's going to $72 by 16 May. I just don't see that happening. The next one I might do is I might go all the way out till another month and a half to June. So everything is 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 weeks. I might go up into September. Yeah, and look at this juicy premium, guys. If I do the 72.5 again, look at that. I have 400 shares. I can lower my option premium by 2.44, netting me $976. Obviously, this is not going to be the same premium because this is also 156 days out. That's really far out. But once this 23 days goes, once it goes to 16 May and that thing expires worthless, then I'll do another month and a half out. And that's just how I'm just going to keep lowering my average without putting more money into it. It's the only way I know how to do it for now. Alrighty. Do we get this break? We need a break of this orb again. Man, that is boring. This is very boring right now. It gave us a little adrenaline in the beginning and then nothing. Get your road trip. We're going to be back for credit spreads tomorrow. Tomorrow is Thursday. We can do one good credit spread before the weekend. Then next week, guys, is really good for credit spreads. There's nothing stopping us next week. There's no big news at all. Monday, 2 yellow folders. Tuesday, we have a 10 o'clock, so we wait till 10:15. Wednesday, we have home sales at 10. That's it, really. Thursday, home sales again. And then Friday, nothing. I mean, consumer sentiment. So next week, if you didn't make a lot of money on credit spreads, we got tomorrow to make a credit spread, and we got all next week. So we got about 6 days of credit spreads. For my account size, I know I'm not going to make insanely a lot, but making an average of 250 times 6, at least we're up. You know, the max we can get up there is about, for me, is another 1,500 on the month. It's not bad. But yeah, I'm counting on the next month after April. I think May is going to be a good one. So we should have a lower VIX. Should have a lot of this tariff stuff kind of dying out, maybe. It really depends on what happens. So if it goes down dramatically, you can try to do a bull put. But honestly, I would just wait. I've seen it where it just keeps going down and down and down. And it would really suck if you take a loss when it's not based on the system. When I've done the back test, I'm telling you, you should always be profitable every month if you just follow strictly 15-minute orb. If you follow the 15-minute orb, you should be profitable every month. It's when you do those weird things where you go against the trend. I lost 2 times in March by going against the trend. 2 times I should have never lost if I just did the 15-minute orb in March. Actually, would have had no losses. I lost 1 time in February because I didn't break even on my trade. Man, looks like I have to take a loss here. We'll see. Nope. Rejection. I lost 1 in February because it did a double orb and I didn't take the profit. I could have took 25 to 50%. Anytime it does double orb, it's super smart to get out of your trade. Don't be greedy. You know, take the 25% and run. Because that 25% can turn into a 300% loss, which is what I'm doing. You know, that's why I said yesterday, when it did bear calls yesterday, I was like, don't feel bad if you take small gain. I know everyone could have taken gain, but it's very dicey. You're pretty much almost gambling if you're holding on a double orb. Yeah, it could go brutally wrong. Yeah, I'll probably do that, Mr. RM Bets. I'll do that later here today. It's still a good short, guys. Nothing is telling me otherwise. This is literally just trying to get you out of your shorts. They are trying so hard to get you out. It's almost like they know this system a little bit, but I'm not basing my stop on this middle orb. It's on the EMA 50. That's what I've learned last time. Remember, we had an EMA 20 just above the middle orb. I stopped at the middle orb just for it to come to the 20 and get rejected down fast. I'm still thinking, you know, there's no sense to stop out yet till that 50 is clearly broken. So we'll see. I think we're going to, if we just consolidate in this range to 130, I'll probably hold till the news and have a limit order stop right up above here. I think we'll make some type of move down, though, till 130. Poker Sports, thanks for the follow on Twitch. If you guys want to subscribe on Twitch, you guys can do it for free. All you have to do is use your Amazon Prime. It's only like, what? And if you don't have Amazon Prime, what is it, like $5 a month or so? $6. It's not bad. And you get ad frees, so you don't ever have to worry about ads on Twitch. I'm going to probably add extra perks for all the members that are subscribed. And the one-on-one coaching is for the highest tiers, the people who subscribe on the Discord, Twitch, and all that. So if you ever just need someone to talk to, I don't mind talking. Usually after the market is closed, just give me a message and I can probably do a one-on-one coaching. I get a lot, so you have to remind me, though. Yeah, I don't know how to decipher this. I don't think we do. I don't know. We could do middle orb, but I just don't feel it. You guys see any stocks you're watching other than NVIDIA? I know everyone wants to probably get NVIDIA. NVIDIA is coming down into this support. If we can get to that 99 support, that might not be a bad opportunity. 99, that's another 4% drop with an already 7% drop. I mean, monthly EMA 50 would be the best. I just don't see it going there. What is S doing? I traded that a long time. Is it still doing good? Still doing good. It's kicking. It's at $17. I literally sold this thing at the peak. I was doing covered calls all throughout this range here. Got up to $25. and that's where I sold it. My cover called what in the money, so it took it out for me. That was just beautiful. I'm glad it did, because from here to here is a pretty decent drop. But then I got in crap TTD. I really thought this one was overdone when it got around here. Really thought this was overdone. Very surprised it wasn't. So we'll see on this one. Do we hold this monthly demand zone at around 40 bucks? And this is why it's good not to do buying options, because you can't predict when something's going to go up or down, right? You got a good feeling, but if you have buying options, you're in a whole different ball game. You're facing a whole lot more factors. BLK, BlackRock. That one's still going up, isn't it? Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember. I think you mentioned this one. This is a really good one. I don't know if it's going to touch that monthly EMA 50 again. We might have lost our chance on it. 779. I mean, that... I just don't see it doing that again. I like this one for a long hold. I wonder if it's going to start acting as resistance here on the weekly. I do like that one. See what SPY doing. Did surprise me, SPY. There we go. Alrighty. So SPY's trying to take this turn down. Alrighty. Anybody still in shorts? I think if we break through here, we're gold. Yeah, just need to break through there. It's just taking forever, but let's see. Okay, I need to stop looking at it. It goes down when I'm not looking at it, so let's look at Mullen again. I'm in this one here. Not the greatest, 140 here. But still, again, this thing can pump 100% pre-market. Being down 10 to 15% is not a big deal on long. Alright, robot, Onco. I'm gonna change my watch list up here. OPTT, DM. There's really not much to see here. Small cap momentum, Soon's down 48% on that. You know, look how dirty they are. They literally dumped it on that 5. I know everyone was getting in on Soon, and they didn't understand EMA 5 is going to be a rejection. They are so cruel to these people. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful touch on the 5. Pumps up 225% from the low. Gets in. Retail traders come in because it's green. Retail traders love it when a stock's green, so they buy it when it's green, and they dump it on the 5. They have to do a reverse split. We know they're going to do a reverse split. That's a guarantee. A 4-cent stock going above $1 is... I don't think I've ever seen that go above $1. So we knew that was going to happen. They just wanted to roar in some retail traders there. We knew that was going to happen. But, that's why I don't hold things on the EMA 5. If it touches the 5, I'm out. Just like here. It touches the 5, it goes up a little, and then bam, it's done. It happens all the time. It's so consistent. Fang, I'll look at that one here in a bit. LGMK, see, this is why we need to ignore biotechs. They just, in my honest opinion, they don't follow the system. They're more gambling. I mean, there's no pattern in LGMK at all. This one's actually a good setup here. XHG. Nope, China. Not doing it. Not doing it. I don't care if I don't trade for a bit. If I don't get a good setup. What is this setup, guys? Look at this. Is this a freaking China stock? Hong Kong. Makes sense. I tell you, they don't have setups that make any sense. Look at this. Hong Kong. We dropped down 85%. Keep dropping down and dropping down, dropping down, dropping down, dropping down. I mean, we haven't touched... I get that the gap is huge and it's going to take forever to touch an EMA 5 based on that alone. But yeah, let's count the candles not touching the 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No really low K value, but then again, the gap is so big. I just don't like these kind of stocks. Literally just lure you in just to wreck you. It's not... I had my fair share of that. I've only lost on my trading against the trend stocks on biotech and China. So I really want to change the way I'm thinking on... I mean, even big cap stocks, I won't do biotech. I traded a stock called APL... No, what is it? I forget the name. It was like $100 stock, and it went down to $20 within a couple weeks. All right, what's SPY doing? Yeah, I don't do that crap. Frick, SPY, what are you doing? I look away from you. You're back up to the 50. Yeah. Can't get a break on it. If this closes above, then I'm out. We'll see how this candle ends. SPY, SPY, SPY. Lesson learned, though. I'm going to take my profit. The minute I'm up, a decent amount. I mean, this was a pretty decent gain. I should have taken it. Now, nothing like turning a profit into a loss. That's so freaking frustrating. Oh my gosh. I hate that. I really do. I'm so bad. I'm good at credit spreads. It's just like futures is a whole new ball game. Yeah, like when you get this kind of stuff, it messes with your head. Whereas credit spreads, I'd be totally fine right now because of all this time decay. All right, we'll see what this does. Do we close above it? So let's see. I need to see a body above the 50. Not no wick. I need to see a body close above it. So in 3 minutes, we'll make our determination. Do we get out of this trade? And I'm only taking one trade a day. Because if this decides to be choppy, I don't want to play this environment right now. Still waiting. I'm going to see if it closes with the body. It probably will. We're starting to see 1 minute uptrend. What a joke. I should have taken that gain. Yep. There we are. Body closing. Wait, coming back down. What do we have on the 30 minute? 30 minutes actually downtrending too. I really feel like this is going to like fake out a lot of people and then go down, unfortunately. I really feel like it's going to do that. It probably will fake out a ton of people and then go down when everyone's stopped out. This is how cruel the market can be. They trying to test your limits here. If it goes above this, then it's going to the upper orb, and that's just too big of a loss anyway, so I would have to take it out if it breaks this 50. Oh, yeah. It was a good trade. I would have taken it again all day. I just need to be less greedy on futures. Still holding. Wicks do the damage, bodies tell the story. Till I see a body tell me otherwise, I'm gonna keep holding for now. Man, that last 1 minute really did a number there. Alright, let's see. Alright, it's back inside the middle orb. Looks better. Still holding. Yeah, it still looks good to me. I'm going to still hold. There's that 15 minute. Ah! Come on, back down. All right. If it tests again, it's probably going to try to get above it. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like it's better to just not trade any news days because it's all anticipation, really. That's what I'm kind of feeling it. It's really choppy here. For 15, 30, 40, for an hour, you've just been chopping inside middle orb. Literally just been chopping inside here. I'm still holding it. We still don't have a body above the 50. So, I'm going to still hold it. It'll probably work. I mean, everything I'm seeing is downtrend. 30-minute, 1 hour. Everything is actually downtrend still. I think this was maybe the last result to get people to stop out. I'm pretty sure that was maybe the last resort. Nothing is above the EMA 50. Nothing's above the EMA 50 with a body. Last resort, plummet it down. I'm telling you, the market is so freaking cruel. They know it's a good short, but they're going to freaking stop people out. And this is a hard short to hold, but I think it'll be worth it. I think it can come back to this 529, and I'm going to for sure take my gains then. I'm not going to hold on to that. We'll see. We got to break this lower orb just to validate this short. If not, it's just going to be choppy. Or I can make my loss minimized down here if I'm not liking the position. But everything looks short still, though. It's just, if it goes up here, though, that's going to be stupid, because then that's too big of a loss, and I have to take it. We'll see. Yeah, it's going to be boring here for a bit, so I'm just going to kind of relax here. So we got 1:30 is the news. So back up. So I'm telling you, it's super choppy. We had a 1 minute candle go down, back up. Chop, 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 chop. This, yeah, I'm going to make a roll probably and not trade any news on any of my strategies, futures or credit spreads. It's just not worth it. I'd rather wait till after the news and then trade the orb after the news, because then if we get a signal to the upside, then I just go to the upside. If we go to the downside, I go to the downside. Yeah, we win so many days, but when are we losing? News days. That's when we're losing. Why? It's choppy. News days are always choppy. Very rare are they not choppy. It doesn't make any sense to play these days. It really don't. It's just like, do you want to lose? Trade a news day and you'll lose. It doesn't matter about your system. It's just going to be choppy anyways. Like every news days. Very few that are not. Very few are not. Because you got to think about it. Nobody wants to trade to 130. So it's going to be algos chopping people up. Up, down, sideways. Up, down, sideways. Up, down, sideways. Inside of this orb. That's all it's going to do. But, yeah. I'm starting to see a pattern. When I go heavier on futures is when I can't do credit spreads. I'm definitely not doing credit spreads on news days. That's a no-brainer. I thought futures, maybe you can... Yeah, you have a tighter stop on futures, but do you really just want to take a loss just for the heck of it? Yeah. Yeah, I made up my mind. I'm not doing futures on news days either. Doesn't make sense. I'm losing more. Those are the only days I'm losing on futures most of the time. Most of the time, I'm winning if it's normal price action. We'll see. I still might win this, but it's... Then again, I'm a dummy for not taking this game here. Like, who would not take a game from up here to here? That's a really good game. So it's like the trade was good. Bad execution. Trading news days makes it choppy for the anticipation of the 130. There are so many mistakes that have been made. Some people will be like, oh, you know, you lost on that trade. You know, that was a bad trade. I'll be like, not really. We could have taken the gain here. That was the low of the day. It didn't quite hit the low, but that was pretty close to the low of the day. Right here to here, pretty freaking close to the low of the day. Pretty freaking close. Definitely going to start being more conservative. All right, let me get the door.
We eat some cereal? Yummy. Ready to play? Yeah. Yeah. Ready to play? What's that? Do you have a car? Do you have a car? Yeah. What's that? Light? The fan? What's that? Table? And chairs? And markers? What's that? Bag? Yeah, bag. Good job. Open bag. Open bag. Let's read a book. Let's read a book. Book. Ah, what's this? That's baby. And what are these? Eggs. Those are eggs. So where are baby's Easter eggs? Ready? Today is Easter and baby is looking for the eggs.
Alrighty, guys.
Are they behind the bush?
Yeah, stopped out.
Are those eggs?
Right when I'm walking away, too. Are you kidding me?
That's a
Yeah, stopping out.
basket.
Too big of a body. It's doing a double orb.
Are the eggs in the laundry? Let's see. Are those eggs? Say no. Those are jelly beans. Candy. Candy. Are the eggs behind the flowers?
No, I'm going to just do one trade a day.
Are those eggs?
That was just a bad trade.
Bunny.
Trading news days, double orbs happen a lot.
Rabbit.
I'm not going to ever do news days again on futures.
Rabbits.
I'm starting to see the pattern too on them.
Eggs under the table?
Maybe just wait for double orbs and trade them,
Let's see.
and that's it. I can do that too.
Are those eggs?
So Fang.
No, those are chicks.
Yeah, I like Fang a lot. It's still on this monthly EMA 50.
Baby chicks.
Hey, what's up, JD?
In the tree? Let's see. Are those eggs?
Yeah, it's just we're only taking losses on news days because they are choppy. So look at this, guys. This is a double orb now. Look at that. That's insane.
Oh, are baby
Bottom orb to
Easter
double.
eggs in the garden?
Yep.
Let's see. Are those eggs? Say yes. Yeah. Found the eggs.
I mean, if you guys want, you can try to take this on here, but
They're all different
I'm going to stick to my
colors.
rule. I think for news days, wait for double orbs.
And we found the eggs. We're going to play with some eggs. Look, I have eggs.
Unless it comes back to this 532, maybe I might take it for a long, but I don't know if it'll come back to that area.
Should we open it?
So frustrating.
Do you want to open it? Yeah. Can you say open?
That was a massive.
Say open.
My TTT should be doing good then.
Open.
Looks like Powell might be saving the market.
What's that?
The video should be going up.
It's ice cream.
QQQ.
I like ice cream.
Spy.
Do you like ice cream?
Yeah, that's just a lesson learned. It's fine. Just wait for a double orb on news days. Or just not trade them at all.
More eggs. Good job.
That's all that means to me. I'd rather wait for... I mean, it's just... I really should have taken the profit down there, though.
Open.
So we're down, what? Still down 0.50%. Alright, guys. I'll catch you guys later. I'll be on tomorrow, though, for better price action. If it comes back to this middle orb, you could try to take a shot at it. And then your stop loss is so tight. That would be your best risk versus reward.
And ice cream.
I was going Tenzin. Palliative Reddit is wild for it. Patience. Yeah. Until this happens, then I gotta take a loss. IRWD? I was actually watching that one, but it's a biotech, though. I don't like trading these biotechs.
Oh, it's a present.
Yeah, biotech medical research.
Yes.
It's a nice little trade, though.
Did you get a present for your birthday? Yeah. Did you open the present?
Well, I mean, I guess I want the market to go up, so...
Open.